ladies and gentlemen, the new businesses that are being started up in America are exploding. And I did this before during the first lockdown. It was a high record number of Black men and women getting business licenses during that first lockdown. And I really believe that has a lot to do with why you don't see so many applicants out here. Many of these folks that normally would apply for jobs have decided to start their own business. I even know a few people that are on Walmart and they're doing quite well. And I heard selling on Walmart is way better than eBay and Amazon. At least that's what I was told. So the last time I looked was earlier in the week, and it was saying that 5.4 million people have applied for business licenses all across America. And I think that was just in 1 month. So, yeah, I would expect that number to continue to take off. I think a lot of people just want to get up every day and work for themselves. They are tired of being underappreciated and working astronomical hours. And many of them have the know how and skills to do businesses and take care of themselves. Who says they can't do it? You know? So this came out on NPR. New businesses soared to record highs in 2021. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play this audio for you.
It may seem like a strange time to start a business, but a lot of people have decided that now is the time to chase their dreams. In fact, new businesses are being created at record breaking paces right now. NPR's Andrea Shue caught up with one entrepreneur outside Philadelphia. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Juby. Juby, yes, nice to meet you. It's opening day at Smell the Curry, a South Indian catering business and food stall at the Flowertown Farmers Market. The chef and owner is Juby George. I started cooking when I was young. I used to help my dad. My dad had a catering business too. I wouldn't say it was a business. It was like a side hustle for him. And until now, catering has been a side hustle for Juby George, too. For the last 21 years, he's worked as a programmer, writing JavaScript and HTML for a company that trains pharmaceutical reps. I love my job. I also love cooking. A few years ago, he started catering meals for small gatherings a couple times a week. And then when the pandemic hit, I started getting more and more, maybe 3 a week. People weren't going to restaurants. Many tried to avoid grocery stores. Juby George came up with the idea of offering a monthly menu. Chili paneer and chana dal, mint chicken curry, and prawn curry, a specialty of Kerala, his home state. His wife, Shireen Bathala George, often cooks with him, but has a full-time job in data management. She says the food was just what people needed in those dark days. The feeling of having a nice home-cooked meal, you really feel the love through his cooking. Soon their evenings and weekends were filled with chopping and sautéing and layering of spices. Meanwhile, Juby George was still doing his programming job from home. Things had gotten a little slow. And then one day this past October, he was driving his three boys to the movie tavern in Flowertown when he spotted a space available sign at the Flowertown Farmers Market, an indoor food hall. I told my son, I was like, hey, take this number down. He arranged to see the space a few days later. It was exactly what he wanted. A commercial range, a hood, a refrigerated display case that now holds his curries and mango pies. Within days, he had signed the lease and put in his notice at work. It was a good time for me to make that jump, in 21 years. Why not take a chance? And millions of others are also taking chances. This year alone, the number of new business applications is on track to top 5 million. Now, it's hard to say how many pandemic-era businesses will survive. Many of them were created out of necessity by people who lost their jobs and decided to become self-employed. Shireen says she was a little taken aback at how quickly things materialized for them. That initial, wait, what? We're doing this right now? But she says their boys are more independent now. They're 7, 10, and 12. And they're pretty good taste testers. And if not now, then when? Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's not all going to be easy, but this is what you want to do. You got to go for it. All I know is I think there's a need for Indian food in the area. people want it. So I'm here to service that. So, in addition to Shireen, who helps whenever she can, Juby George has one part time employee who helps wrap samosas and package up food. So, like a majority of new businesses formed in the pandemic, he hasn't created a bunch of jobs yet, but he hopes that could be in his future. For now, he's got a very important catering gig coming up. So we always host Christmas at our house. On the menu, celebratory food, including eggplant and, of course, lamb curry. It's a popular dish with our family. And one he hopes will be popular with his customers, too. Andrea Shue, NPR News.
Okay. So now one of the big possibilities on why there are so many job openings is, retirement that we know. And also couple that with people just saying, I'm going to take a chance on myself. I'm going to start my own business. And I'm seeing more and more videos of people, coming out and telling everybody about their new businesses. So it's definitely not a bad, um, direction to go in, because during the pandemic, many of these businesses that have been out here, they're closing and reopening, and many of them are requiring that you get tested all the time. And people are getting tired. I was even reading an article where children are getting tired of being tested all the time when they go to in-person school. They're getting sick of this. So when you have your own business, you can determine whether you want to get tested more often or less often. At least you now have control over that. Where if you work for someone else, you don't. But some people out here do prefer to work for others than establish their own business. But, it's definitely not a bad idea, especially if you make your own product, or you have a skill that is sellable, that you can put out here. Then why not take a chance on yourself? You more than anyone else, right? So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. How over the last 2 years, it has been record breaking. The new job applicants and license for business have been going through the roof, record breaking, soaring all around the country. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.